I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on stalkers because I feel like that stalkers think what they are doing is okay, and it's not. You know, like it's something that it needs to stop at some point because because the thing is this. So I was watching this video. That's the main motivation behind this episode. But I was watching this video where and it's crazy because it took place out here in Washington State. So it's this guy, and he's in this parking lot, and he's like going through his phone trying to show these like police. So it was like one of those like body cam channels I'd be reacting to. So anyways, the cop walks up on him and is like questioning him and all that stuff. And I guess, yeah, the cop's familiar with the guy. He knows his story. He knows his situation. But anyways, the guy is really trying to plead his case on why he drove out his way, okay, some distance. It was a part of Washington that I never even heard of, okay? Maybe I did, and I just, like drove through it and just didn't really pay too much attention to it. Yeah, there's areas I go through and I don't, know those areas by heart and stuff. But anyways, he drives out his distance. And by the way, man, I must let you guys know that it's not like that there's certain restaurants in certain parts of Washington State. There's literally a restaurant in the areas you wouldn't even be thinking a restaurant should be at. There is restaurants all over the place, okay? And on top of that, there are stores all over the place. One store I've seen so much throughout my lifetime of living out here is a store called Safeway. Now, I don't know if this is a not worldwide, but for countrywide, okay? I don't know if it's like all throughout the country or if it's just in Washington State, but literally Safeway, okay? So I think he said he was there for some fries or something like that, right? So anyways, at a seafood restaurant, like the restaurant was by the water, and it was so confusing. But anyways, he's trying to plead his case on why he's there. First, he said he was there for some fries. Then he said he was there because he wanted the manager to stop harassing him. Then he said he was there because he wanted his ex-girlfriend to stop harassing them. Just getting rid of the fact that it's actually him that's harassing them, and he's the one that's stalking. My thing is this. If somebody is causing me issues, causing me problems, like let's say for an example, I have a ex that's calling me all out my name, saying all these different crazy things about me and all this other stuff. I'm not going to drive to her job, all right, so for her to call the cops on me, and then I'm the one that's going to jail. Because how they're going to look at it is that she's at her place of business. I was at either my place of business, home, wherever, and I drove out my way to go over there and confront them. Do you really think that that's going to be a smart move? No, it's not. So what I would do, because that's what he was saying, was that they kept calling him like a crackhead or some stuff like that, or a drug addict, and it was upsetting him. So he thought it would be a smart idea to go over there and confront them about it. A woman. Like, bro, unless this woman is like, she's some Ronda Rousey, Big Shirley from Martin type woman, like you gonna need like a group of people to take her out, and it still won't do nothing, then yeah, just maybe. But no, that's the thing though. That's the thing. If she is got that type of power, fam, you shouldn't be fooling with her. What have you done? You guys sit down and think about it. What have you done to upset this woman? You've done something, okay? So I'm saying, she's calling, my thing is this, and even if she's not, why do you think she's calling you a drug addict? Or, she's calling you all out your name and all this other stuff. Like, why do you think she's being disrespectful towards you? And that's the one thing that I've always have seen from people, like, just growing up, is that people are never honest. They're never gonna tell like their, the actual story and stuff. They're like, and I swear, like it's something where it's like I pay attention to stuff like that, and I try to be like that different person where I'm like, no, I am gonna tell both sides of the story. I'm not gonna leave out nothing. I ain't got, if people want to like me or not like me, fam, that is on them. But no, there's people out there that they will have their legitimate reasons on why they don't like me. I'm not gonna take that away from them. But at the same time, bruh, it ain't on some stuff where it's like I gotta earn your respect. No, you gotta just respect me by default. It ain't like, oh, it's just me that's saying that. That's literally everybody across the world. How would you feel? My thing is this, and talking to anybody out there that thinks like, no, you gotta earn my respect. How would that make you feel? Somebody comes up to you and they just being disrespectful based off of whatever reason they have made up in their head on why they feel that they need to be disrespectful to you. Walk up to you, punch you in your face, rob you, freaking do whatever it is that you find disrespectful towards you. How would you feel if somebody was doing that to you every single day? How would that make you feel? I guarantee and I promise you, yeah, you're going to feel just like how I feel. You're going to like, nah, bro, you got some issues going on. Something's wrong with you. All right. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, when they would say things like that to me, like I got to earn their respect. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, who are you? Like, you come to my place of business being disrespectful. How would that make you feel that you're in the comfort of your own home and you got somebody at the comfort of your own home being disrespectful to you? You gonna check them on that, right? If not, then fam, you really gotta work on yourself. You gotta work on standing up for yourself. So, but anyways, getting back to the video. So, yeah, the cops are telling him, like, look, you gotta go, you gotta leave. And he's all like, nope, I'm not leaving until they, tell me to. And the thing is this, he's missing the point. Like, literally, stuff that I've said to people that have a stalkerish issue with me, I've said the same thing that the cop was saying to that guy. And that's one thing about stalkers, is that it goes in one ear and then straight out the other. Like, darts out the, like, it goes in and it kind of just, it's like setting itself up and it just darts out the other side of their head. And that's what confuses me so much about stalkers. And I'm like, I don't ever want to get into the mindset of being a stalker, but to like really sit down and, I guess like get in that mindset, I see it as a waste of time. Like when I see, like when I broke, cause I grew up watching like a lot of different movies, documentaries and all that stuff about like stalkers. And yeah, one thing that I can say is that I've seen a lot of movies where people be, they be stalkers and stuff. And two movies that I will name right off jump is like two movies in my opinion that stands out. Like it's literally a stalker's perspective from both a man and a woman. But anyways, the first movie that originally, I feel like this is like the start of like stalkerish movies and stuff. But it's this movie called Fatal Attraction starring Michael Douglas, and it's honestly one of the most crazy. It's definitely like in the Hall of Fame of crazy stalker movies. Like, there's a lot of movies that will try to, like, match that same energy that Fatal Attraction had, but I'm like, nah, man, Fatal Attraction, it's like the GOAT of, like, stalker movies and stuff. But so anyways, so Michael Douglas, and I've mentioned this movie before in, like, previous podcast episodes and stuff, but so anyways, Michael Douglas, so he ends up cheating on his wife. And, yeah, his wife was a good woman. I was like, bro, what are you cheating on her for? That doesn't even make any, it confuses the life out of me when people, like, kind of just getting off subject. It confuses the life out of me when people will cheat on somebody that is amazingly good to them. Like, literally a blessing, okay? And it confuses the life out of me where it's like, bro, you got a good woman. Why are you sleeping around? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I can't even get that. I can't understand. It's like, if you don't want to be with your significant other, then break up with them, okay? But it's like, yeah, it's stuff like that where I know people are all like, oh, well, because I know there's going to probably be some people out there that defend sleeping around and cheating and all that. They're like, there isn't no defense for it. That's like people trying to sit down and defend stalking. There isn't no defense for it. You got to break up with the individual that you're with. Go be with whoever you want to be with, and if you want to get back. But that's the thing though, it's like I've heard where people have done stuff like that. I remember it was an old friend of mine where they had told me some stuff like that, where their significant other broke up with them so they can go, I guess, like, test out the waters in other areas, and then when they realized that nothing wasn't good, then they tried getting back with this said friend. And yeah, I'm thinking to myself like, fam, that makes no sense. How are you gonna? Okay, whatever. You know, if that's if that's that person's thinking process, I'm like, hey, that's on you, bruh. I'm like, and it's crazy because he like me and him, we went to school with each other. Like we were friends at one point. And yeah, I'm like, bro, like that's somewhere I'm like, if I was like closer friends with them, I definitely would ask him about that. Like, why did you think that was a good idea? You know, like that's on some weird stuff, bro. But anyways, getting back to the Fatal Attraction movie. So yeah, Michael Douglas cheats on his wife. Ends up cheating on his wife with this stalker woman, right? So Michael Douglas is like, no, things gotta stop. Like, you know, it's gone too far, blah, blah, blah. And she's not ready to let go. And when I mean like this woman was not ready to let go, I mean she was not ready to let go. So no, that's what it's like, just naming off the things that she did based off of this, like from what I remember in that movie, like the main things that she did. So she, of course, yes, was stalking. Or no, she poured acid on his car. I think she poured acid on his car, killed his kid's rabbit. The kid had like a pet rabbit. She put that rabbit in boiling water and just let it sit there and stuff. What else did she? Oh, and then took the same kid to like a carnival. So the mom goes to pick up the kid from school, and they're all like, "Your kid's not here. Like somebody came and picked him up. We thought that it was, you know, it was cool and stuff." So it was the school's fault, in my opinion, for doing some old stuff like that. I'm like, look, fam, if you don't see the myself or the other parent, don't let that kid go with nobody, okay? The only two people that is going to be picking this kid up is myself and the mom. Nobody else. I don't care what a person said. You call me up, I will let you know if, like, okay, so yeah, let's say my mom, the kid's grandmother goes over to the school and wants to pick them up. I'm like, okay, send me a picture. Is this my, okay, let me compare pictures. Yes, that is my mom. Yes, that is okay that their grandmother, the kid's grandmother, can go can go with the grandmother. But let it have been some just random woman? No, that's not gonna work with me. So yeah, the school's to blame. All right, you gotta fight every teacher at that school. But anyway, even the teacher that's not even involved, you just start swinging on them. They're like, fam, what did I do? I was like, you work at the school, you're a part of this too. So, but anyways, but yeah, so the mom's like getting into this like panic, of course. Like, you know, she doesn't know where her kid is at. Ends up getting into a car accident. And the car accident was kind of like that. If there was anything fictional about that movie, it was definitely the car accident. Like, she barely bumped into the car, and she had like a broken arm. Her like eyes were all blackened and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, were you attacked when you crashed the car? Did the person get out and like snapped your arm and just started welling in your face? Like, fam, what happened to you? So anyways, but no, like, yeah, so then it got to the end of the movie where the woman, she tried stabbing the mom. Michael Douglas ends up getting into a fight with her. I'm saying, like, crazy people are strong, bro. Like, that, she was putting up a fight. And then it had to get to the point where so there is actually two endings to that movie. There is the ending that, you know, that I always see, where the mom, yeah, she ends up getting a gun, shooting and killing the stalker woman and stuff. And then the alternate ending is that she ended up getting arrested. And that's literally the only two endings. That's all that's gonna happen to you. Yeah, you might. The thing is this, and you hear sometimes like where a stalker goes and kills the individual that they're stalking and stuff, but usually they end up going to prison. All right, that's the thing about it, where it's like they get so caught up in this mindset where they want to stalk this person, yet they're not thinking of the consequences that comes with it. You know, so that's why I'm like, fam, as much as I try to talk on this, I'm like, I feel like that there's people out there that's not listening. There's people out there that still think that stalking is okay, and it's not. So anyways, but yeah, in most cases, it's like, you know, in them stalker situations, it usually ends with the stalker getting killed or going to prison, you know, because like, no, and the thing is this, how I feel about that, when you go and you be stalking people and you get arrested, like you get caught by the police, I don't think you should be free. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I know that people, you know, will think that that's just too harsh of a punishment to let a stalker like spend the rest of their lives somewhere. But no, that's the thing. In my opinion, they're never gonna learn. A stalker ain't no different than a murderer. They ain't no different than a person that likes to, you know, rob places. they got that, unless, yeah, they have like some sort of change of heart and things. But that's the thing though, they're like, there's people in there that'll be like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna, rob or kill or whatever and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, my thing is this, if it is proven that, that they're not crazy no more and stuff, then okay, yeah, let them go. But no, if they're still crazy and they got it like carved in their prison cell, my name over and over again and stuff, yeah, no, I'm like, no, you need to be doing some Shawshank Redemption type stuff. You don't need to be carving my name. You should be carving your way up out of there and stuff. But no, yeah, it's something where I personally don't think that stalkers should get out. I know, because I wonder how many years in prison you could get for stalking. How many years can you get for stalking someone? The stalking prevention. What is the outcome of stalking? Victims of stalking experience a number of disruptive psychological consequences of stalking include. Okay, so that doesn't answer my question. They are like, is it illegal to stalk someone in real life? I imagine yes. Have enacted laws making stalking a criminal act. And there's people out there that don't even care about that. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. It's like, I just said that, where it's all like, yeah, there's literally like, it's a criminal act in all 50 states. Yeah, there's people out there that they will hear that, like I said, in one ear, out the other. Don't care about that stuff. But then there was the other movie called Enough, and it was starring Jennifer Lopez. And I know people will probably think like, that's one thing that I will say is that, when musicians, when they do movies, it's usually good, like I have to say that for the most part. There have been some times where you see a musician, they'll do a movie, like, I don't know about that one. But no, this movie was pretty crazy. I had to say, like, it really showcases Jennifer Lopez. She's one of those people where I'm like, nah, she be doing some good movies from time to time. She did Anaconda. I like that movie. Enough was pretty good. I'm trying to think, what are some other movies she's done some other movies that's been pretty popular and stuff. Hold on for a second. Let me look her name up real quick. I don't know why it's like, oh no, didn't she do Selena? Yeah, she did the Selena movie, and I remember I sat down and I watched that movie, and I was like, hey yo, that movie actually, it was good. It made you learn a little bit more about that singer and stuff. And so anyways, all right, yeah, films. That was a different movie. Jack. Oh yeah, no, wait. Was she in Jack? She was in Jack. She was. Dang, I gotta watch that movie again. It was this movie with Robin Williams where he was a kid, but he had this syndrome. I think it was something that made him older. So he was like 10 years old, but he looked older than his dad and stuff. So yeah, she did. So she did Jack, Selena, Anaconda, U-Turn. I never watched that movie. I got that movie confused with Wrong Turn. I was about to say, wait a minute, she was in that movie? She was in Ants? Who was she in Ants? That was like one of my favorite movies growing up. Voice cast. Who is she? She, another friend of Z and a worker ant who becomes Weaver's girlfriend. Bro, I gotta watch that movie. I gotta listen, because that movie slapped. Ants back in the day, that movie slapped. I gotta watch that movie again. But I think I remember there was like this movie Made in Manhattan, but I never watched it and stuff. So I just remember hearing about it and things. What are some other movies? She actually did like 2 stalker movies. So she did Enough, and then she did this other one called The Boy Next Door. Who was the guy that lived? Was it? Hey, that was he's the dude from 911. He plays this. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I'm like, nah, dude, now I gotta look at this guy differently. Then he looked different in that movie. When they got him like on the cover and stuff, yeah, he looks different. He was supposed to be playing like a college kid. That movie came out, he was like 30. Bro, I'm telling you, man, they be doing like certain movies where it's like people do not be the age that they say he's like 35 years old. They be having people doing these movies and stuff. They like portraying as college kids, but they be far out. They then graduated college a long time ago. So, but anyways, all right. But no, I guess, yeah, mentioning that movie too. The Boy Next Door, based off of from what I had heard and stuff. But no, I'll talk on Enough. So anyways, in the Enough movie, so she had this husband, and I think like at the beginning of the movie, it seems like things was all like, great and dandy. But then things just started going crazy. Like, homie just started losing it and stuff. And so, yeah, he ends up like, becoming violent towards Jennifer Lopez to the point where she had to take the kid and leave. And dude was, stalking her all throughout the movie, finding out her locations, all that stuff, where she was at. Like, I mean, dude was, like, sending people after her and things. So it got to the point where Jennifer Lopez is like, no, I can't do this no more. So she took up a fighting class, went to it, because he ended up finding another house and stuff. So she went to his house after she left, hid all his guns. Dude had like guns all across his house. And I'm like, I'm trying to think, like, what did that guy do for a living? Because I'm like, what kind of lifestyle are you living? You got guns around the house, you being violent towards people for no reason. It's like, bro, what you got going on? So, but anyways, so yeah, the dude, he ends up coming back home. Him and Jennifer Lopez, they end up getting into a fight. I think she like had kicked him or punched him. She did something to where he fell like off of this like part of his house, but he slammed, like, he went some distance and he slammed on this table and he died. That's another movie where it's all like, I don't know if they would die. They probably would be a little sore and things, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how they hit. Well, it's like, I guess, like, yeah, if you hit that neck, then yeah, it probably it can do some damage and things. But I don't know if you'll die. But again, I don't know these things, all right? Because yeah, it's like you don't be seeing it on the regular, so I'm like, I'm not trying to find out. But yeah, I'm like, it's just it's a little confusing. But anyways, then the honorable mention, the boy next door. So she ends up sleeping with the guy from 911, I believe. And then dude, he was stalking her and stuff. Like, I never sat down and watched that movie. I should, just overall, like, say I watched it and things, but yeah, it's like they be doing movies like that, and I know people will be looking at it as all like, okay, well, those are like fictional movies. They're not real. Yes, but they are based off of real situations. Like, I think there is the one movie, well, I don't know if the dude, I can't remember if he was stalking her, but he was being violent towards her and stuff. But, I mean, you hear stories and situations like that all the time. Like, I think there is the one president where who was that one president that was it Reagan? I think it was Reagan. And it was it him? I think it was him. And there was all like, the dude was, no, I don't think, was it him? Public the assassination attempt. Okay, here we go. So so there was like waves before he was shot. Left was united from left, and there was like side unidentified policeman who was shot in the neck and who was shot in the chest. So there's like all these people. All right, so who was the target, attack, attempt, weapon? Dang, dude, that's messed up. I didn't know somebody. I thought everybody had survived that. This dude, no, yeah, cause yeah, there was like granted unconditional release on June. Yeah, cause there was like he started doing music and stuff. But no, so this guy had like a stalker thing going on against the became obsessed with Jodie Foster. After watching her in the movie Taxi Driver, and began stalking her to gain her attention. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, like, this is a real life, like, situation and stuff. Like, this guy is crazy and things. But no, they say he ended up getting out, and there was all like, he had now he's like doing music and stuff. Like, he's performing music, and I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, I don't even know how that's crazy how it's all like you can try to assassinate the president and stuff, and then it's like you're free. And it's like this man has a full-blown YouTube. He has more, no, there's no way. He has more YouTube subscribers than me. That is crazy. This man, he is out. He's been doing music for a while. He's been doing music for like 2 years now. That is wild. That is some wild stuff, man. It's like you think you done seen it all. It's like that's crazy. It's like, man, but it's like, I think overall we all know why he got his followers and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, you got people out there that do crazy things like that. I've dealt with my fair share of stalkers and stuff. And again, they don't want to admit that they're stalkers. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. It's like they want to like fight that, until death, that they're not. So that's the funny thing when it was like in that YouTube video that there was like the body cam video that took place out here. The guy tried flipping it on the girl, and that's something that I have dealt with myself, where a stalker will try to flip that on you, that you're stalking them. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, I wouldn't have known of you until I would have, like, unless I seen, or if I hadn't seen all the freaking different posts that you done made about me. Like, at some point in time, a person is gonna see that. And it's like me sitting down giving out advice to people or trying to tell you to stop stalking me. But yeah, because the funny thing is this. You can tell a stalker, you can look a stalker dead in their eyes and tell them, stop stalking me. And they will find every reason whatsoever on why they need to continue stalking you. Not realizing that they're wasting their time, they're wasting their life away because they want to be focused on somebody else. I'm telling you, man, that stalker lifestyle, it's just all it is just going to get people hurt. I'm like, fooling around, carrying on like that, all it's just going to do is just get people hurt. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.